Horoscope for April 25th, 2021. Like this video and write a comment before watching. It helps create new videos every day. Aries. You're on the road to feeling more motivated and directed. Dear Aries, you may want to plan or map out some strategies for improving your relationship with money. Or you could be coming up with fabulous ideas about how to use your resources more efficiently. Today's full moon can be eye-opening or mind-expanding. If you've been uncomfortably dependent on a situation, person, or habit, it's a time for realizing your need to detach or to come to a better balance. Now is the time to entertain your needs for spiritual and emotional fulfillment, a connection to something bigger than yourself or your current projects, or more meaningful pursuits. Emotions tend to run high with money, personal belongings, and fundamental values. This full moon awakens feelings that you may have kept at bay, and you can experience sudden desires that seemed to pull you away from what you're doing. It's especially the case if you've been too immersed in the material world, a business, or practical projects and focus. While it doesn't make sense to follow your every whim, you should plan to fill more of your needs as you go forward. Taurus. You are in a forward-looking mood today, dear Taurus, and feeling a little more idealistic than usual. Your thinking is ahead of its time, and others might recognize your intelligence or unique ideas and advice. Conversations with friends, associates, or your networks can be rousing and inspiring. Today's full moon occurs in your opposite sign, reminding you to consider whether you're living your life in a balanced way. Relationships can be in strong focus, and others may suddenly demand more of your attention. There can be epiphanies about your feelings or needs, and these can be catalysts for making personal changes or living your life differently. Someone could reveal something about you that is pivotal and leads to an all-new focus or direction. You might feel a little drained with magnified feelings of the day, but you can also learn a lot about yourself. Relationship needs awaken, and revelations about a relationship or your emotions can lead to exciting changes. Gemini. You're putting a little more faith in a friendship or a cause, dear Gemini, and today is strong for feeling that you're getting somewhere with it. With a full moon, you're likely to have some critical insight into the past. If you've been unsatisfied with work, health, or service matters, you're now feeling this frustration in a rush. You can be motivated to make changes to your routine that help you feel better about yourself. For best results, try not to worry about whether or not you're appreciated, and instead answer to yourself. You can have an epiphany about the work or chores you do or how you go about filling your needs and taking care of yourself. If you've been spending a lot of time attending to the world of emotions, then this can be a time when the practical world demands your attention. There can be a strong realization that serves as a turning point. This full moon might bring on a scurry of activity as you attempt to get more organized. Cancer. Today's full moon illuminates your sector of joy, dear Cancer, encouraging you to indulge your feelings, share your creations, and follow your bliss. There can be pivotal discoveries of your feelings for someone or a special project. A friendship can reach a turning point, or your emotions seem to overflow. While this is an important process, it's a good idea to take some time with what you're feeling before making the bigger decisions. You might release pent-up feelings or come to important emotional revelations about people in your life and your need for them. You might recognize your place in a group, with friends, or in the community. The need to more fully express your joy, love, or affection and creativity is in focus now. Still, you can feel a strong need to channel your energies into something meaningful or productive. Leo. While you've been paying more and more attention to your responsibilities to the outside world, long-term goals, or ambitions these days, dear Leo, attention now turns to your personal time, inner world, and home life. The full moon illuminates your feelings about home, family, safety, and belonging. It can signal a turning point regarding your living conditions or stimulate strong emotions about how you want to live. This lunation reminds you of the need for nurture, comfort, centering, and downtime. A better balance between taking the lead and allowing yourself to recuperate and relax seems vital. A home, family, or property matter could grab your strong attention at this time. Your idealistic side is fully engaged today. Virgo. Energy flows particularly well for all things mental and communicative for you today. Dear Virgo, a relationship might expand as you share your ideas. Great energy is with you for attracting love and friendship into your life through shared intellectual interests and your unique visions and perspective. Today's full moon can awaken you to ideas and feelings. You become aware of previously buried needs and desires, which can be eye-opening. It occurs in your communication sector, perhaps prompting a conversation that stirs up all sorts of emotions or a sudden new interest that excites you. While the atmosphere can be a little chaotic, you recognize the need to improve the management of your daily affairs. You value keeping on top of things, staying in touch with people, and opening up the lines of communication. You might come to an epiphany about a personal interest, studies, or a project, and your real feelings emerge. You may meet a deadline or deal with everyday nuisances that you've let slide. Still, this full moon can be about your attitude and viewpoint. A new way of approaching yourself and others that's positive and empowering can emerge from realizations happening now. Libra. Today's full moon can help you clarify a financial position or business matter. Dear Libra. Or it may be about a sudden realization of what you need and how to go about getting it. You may go out of your comfort zone a little to achieve the results you want, but it can be worth it. Now is a good time for realizations and discoveries that set you on a path towards increased independence, security, and maturity. With the events of this week, you want to be on top of things rather than feel at someone's mercy. It's a time for being bold about taking care of yourself and your needs. This full moon is about recognizing your feelings and doing something constructive with them. In the week ahead, aim to positively direct your energies to areas of life that require change, updates, and a more progressive approach. Also today, talking about your feelings or confidential matters can be a sweet release, and you might learn something important in the process. Scorpio. The moon enters your sign today, and later on, it turns full. Dear Scorpio, the full moon in Scorpio is a time for fresh, new approaches, particularly in your relationships, but also with self-care and your needs for nurture. If you've been unhappy with some element of your life, now is the time when you feel the motivation to make it better. A full moon points to a release of some sort, and it's important to let something out, divulge, emote, and express those things you've kept to yourself and now need to liberate so that you can grow, blossom, and improve. There can be a revelation about a relationship or your feelings for someone. It's a time to awaken to emotions that you may have ignored or brushed aside in previous weeks. And it's exciting. Your feelings are in full bloom, and the coming week is excellent for sorting them out. For now, enjoy the moment and the unique window into your inner workings, needs, and feelings. Conversations with others stand out as special today. It's a potentially excellent time to put conflicts behind you. Sagittarius. Today's full moon occurs in the sign just behind yours, and your psychic radar is working overtime. Dear Sagittarius, you might have an epiphany about your true feelings on a matter or strong instincts about a person or project. Instead, a secret may come to light. Suppose you've spent a lot of time attending to your physical needs in the material world, which is likely with current transits. In that case, your need for emotional and psychic release or escape is particularly persistent now. You may need to recuperate, rest, and rejuvenate yourself, and this full moon reminds you of this. It's time to bring a better balance to your life regarding your attention to physical and emotional health. This full moon can ultimately motivate you to approach your life more positively. Even if, temporarily, you might feel a bit lost in a sea of emotions, still, you're in good shape to entertain new approaches, methods, and ideas that can improve your life. Solid energy is with you for solving personal problems. Capricorn. Good energy is with you for creativity around the home or with loved ones. Dear Capricorn, your eye for what works well together, patterns, and harmony is in top form. Hobbies are exciting, and fun interests or opportunities to enjoy yourself can present themselves. Today's full moon amplifies your emotions related to friendship, community, and your social life. It's best to observe, absorb, and try not to react until you've processed new information and feelings. You can be in demand, or you might experience a personal revelation or a surprising discovery in your social life. If you've been taking a lot of personal time, you may now need to pull yourself out of your projects and connect. You might see opportunities to share your load or collaborate. It's time to remind yourself that you're not alone. Aim to harness the power of any revelation occurring now to set goals and make plans. Aquarius. Inspiration comes from the information coming into your world today. Dear Aquarius, transits today facilitate conversations and thinking along the domestic front. It's a beautiful time for sharing happy moments with people you care about. You'll want to speak truths, and you're inclined to talk about issues clearly and openly. It's an excellent time for coming up with long-range plans. Today's full moon occurs in your solar 10th house, and a clearer vision of where you'd like to head in the future is forming. What you learn now, whether this is new information or discovering your true feelings about a matter, helps you make better choices and plans. Still, it's best to take it all in for a few days. You may need to take the lead or deal with a responsibility or project that requires focus. Others might recognize you for your talents, trustworthiness, or experience. There can be a job opportunity, an award, or a next step moment that clarifies your general life direction. If creative flow has been a little inconsistent lately, you can get the shot in the arm you need now to get the enthusiasm back. Pisces. It can be an excellent time to develop an inspired idea. Dear Pisces, you're seeking different ways to express yourself and connect with a higher purpose. There can be something published, expressed, or promoted that helps you turn a corner. The full moon today lights up your sector of spirit, adventure, and expression. And there can be unexpected discoveries and realizations related to learning, sharing, and beliefs or ideas. If you've been focused on routines lately, the desire to escape your regular daily life is insistent now. You no longer want to ignore your needs for broader learning or experience. You're arriving at a turning point or a revelation about communications, knowledge, attitude, or outlook. Someone's perspective or news can stimulate a new way of thinking and a strong desire to live your life differently. With a new attitude,